I feel like we talk about the Eagles way more than we should, given the quality of the team right now. But here's Howie Roseman talking about Jalen Hurts and their desire to see Jalen Hurts become the starting quarterback this year. Play the tape, please.
You're judging him off of 4 NFL starts in a tough situation with all the injuries that we have. We want to see him grab the job and kind of run with it and see what you do over a period of time. And I remember you told me this a long time ago, the best body of work, the more you can see a player play, the more you can make decisions on that player. And I remember we talked about this when we were talking about, even extending players early versus getting the full body of work. And I think that applies here to Jalen. We want to be in a situation where we get as much information as possible, give him the best opportunity, build that offensive line, give him the right weapons, put him in a system that really maximizes his ability, and then go from there.
This is kind of like the Gardner Minshew attitude from last year. I was a firm believer the Jaguars should keep the coach, the GM in place, and give Gardner Minshew a year, 1 year, to show that he can be the guy. If he is, great. If he's not, you move on to another one. And I kind of think that's what the Eagles are doing here. Jalen Hurts gets 1 year. 1 year. Given what drafting Jalen Hurts did to the relationship between the Eagles and Carson Wentz, give him a year as the guy, see what he can do. And if he's good enough, you keep him. If he's not, you continue your quest for a franchise quarterback, especially because, this trend of disgruntled quarterbacks being available in trade, I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. I think as time goes by, there's going to be more and more and more of these quarterbacks who are with a team where they're not satisfied with how it's going, and they're going to try to force their way out to somewhere else.
Well, sure, and why not? If it works for a couple of them, or maybe even just one of them, then that's going to be able to open the door, I think, for a lot of other guys in order to do it when they're still under contract. I mean, Tom Brady obviously is one where he was not under contract any longer and was able to sign with Tampa Bay. But look, I think from the conversations we've had about Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson before all these cases came up against him this offseason, I think there's reason to believe that, yes, if a quarterback gets disgruntled while he's still under contract, then he could become available. But also, Mike, I mean, you're talking about the Eagles. They have an extra first-round pick next year from Miami, from that trade where they moved back into the top 10. Miami moved back into the top 10, I should say. So there should be some opportunity next year for them to either trade up if they want to use that asset that they have from Miami, or they could still stay put if Jalen Hurts turns out to be the guy that they can trust at quarterback. It looks like, they're putting stuff around him, right? We'll see how Jalen Reagor is in his second year there, if he can stay healthy. And Devontae Smith, look, he won the Heisman Trophy. He's a really good player. I think he should still be in the NFL. So there's going to be opportunity for Jalen Hurts to show that he can be the guy in Philadelphia, but I think you're right. It's 1 year, and if you're not showing enough traits that you can be that franchise QB, then we're out.
That's where the Giants are currently with Daniel Jones. They want him to show that he can ascend, or they quite likely will move on. There are no excuses right now for Daniel Jones after what they've done to improve the weapons around him. So we're going to see more and more teams applying pressure more and more quickly to young quarterbacks so they can get a feel for whether or not that's the guy, because there's going to be plenty of other guys out there. And I think that carousel every year is going to spin with options at the quarterback position.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.